Hello fellow Gwent players and welcome back to another deck guide for you today. I have some Scoia'tael traps, an archetype that has been buffed significantly. There's a lot of variants and I want to show you the one that I've been playing to get me to pro rank, which was actually the first deck that I felt was competitive. So let's just get right into it. But before I start this video, please leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Instagram. All links will be in the description. Let's move on with the deck. Precision Strike, no unit traps. Now this is a very sort of disgusting deck. One could say it's playing all the disgusting mechanics within the game that exist. Things like Eldain, the saber-toothed tiger, all the traps, Madoc, and Precision Strike as a leader ability is also quite insane in a lot of situations. I'm also playing the Horn variant with the Synthesis, and I also use Gaten as a finisher. But let's just look at each card individually in this deck. Starting off with the Broccolon Sentinels, deploy damage an enemy unit by 2 death blows, summon all copies of this unit from your deck to this row. Now this card obviously works with Precision Strike. You want to have 2 copies of this in your deck in Precision Strike. Being 4 provisions, this card is just super duper solid in that deck. Then we also have the Pyrotechnician, order damage a random enemy unit and self by 4. This is a super powerful card within a deck like this, where pretty much every card that the opponent wants to interact with or like has the ability to interact with isn't really the greatest, so Pyrotechnician is definitely a solid little addition to this deck. Then I also run the Vryhead Dragoon, deploy melee, move an enemy unit to the other row, deploy ranged, move an allied unit to your other row. This card works really well with Madoc since, you know, moving the Madoc or moving a unit into the Madoc row is quite useful. And I think just movement is a very powerful ability at the current state of the game, so having the ability to just move stuff is pretty solid. Then I also run Dimeridian Bomb, damage a unit by 4 and give it Veil. Very simple since we are playing Madoc in this deck. The Dimeridian Bomb does feel very solid in a lot of situations. Dealing 4 damage, dealing with an engine can be quite useful. Then I run Incinerating Trap, spring damage a unit by 3, ambush damage the next unit your opponent plays on their side by 5. This card got a significant buff with the addition of Eldain into the set of cards that exist in Gwent, and yeah, now this card is actually seeing competitive play, and yeah, this card now is just a very super solid card, being able to deal 3 damage on the spring, quite useful with cards like Saber-Toothed Tiger to just annoy the opponent in round 1, and yeah, this card also kind of makes the opponent have to question his plays quite a bit. Then we have Moondust, purify a unit and damage it by 4. I'm running 2 copies of Moondust since I do think purifying a unit can be quite useful, especially against something like Northern Realms or just Defenders. It is quite nice to have something like a Moondust to just play around the Defenders and then also summon the Madoc on a row. I also run 1 copy of Northern Wind, damage unit by 4, deathblow, banish it. This can be quite useful against something like Syndicate where they do play Boat from time to time, and other than that, there's not many cards that need to be banished, but obviously banishing something like a Death Wish can also be quite useful with this deck, so Northern Wind definitely fulfills that job quite nicely. Then I run 1 copy of Crushing Trap, spring damage all units on a row by 1, ambush after 2 turns at the end of your turn, damage all enemy units on the row with the most units by 2. So I don't run the Pitfall Trap because I don't think Pitfall Trap is honestly that great. It has a pretty decent spring ability, but I feel like Crushing Trap just punishes decks that you don't really punish with traps, and those are the Swarm decks. And also in the mirror with the other elf deck, the Deadeye Ambush deck, this card does become a lot better when they start playing their Eldain. Then we have Gaten, Witcher, deploy, move the other cards from this row to the other row, damage a random enemy unit for each card moved by 1. Now this interacts with your trap, so you have uninteractive units on 1 row, and then you have your leader ability to summon 3 extra cards if you get the death blow off, and that just puts up a lot of units on your side of the field. And this card a lot of of times just plays for 13 points. For 7 provision, that almost like doubles up on its provision cost. So that's really, really strong in this deck as a finisher. And then we have the power tool Serpent Trap. Ambush after your opponent plays a special card, destroy the enemy unit with the highest power. Spring, destroy the enemy unit with the lowest power. So this is a really, really powerful card that has been added to the game. It's existed before, but it didn't have the spring ability. People have to play around this card. If they do not, they are going to have a lot of trouble, and this card will a lot of times get a lot of good value, also only just with its ambush ability. Then I run Mahakam Horn. Spring boosts adjacent units by 3. Ambush when your opponent passes, boost adjacent units by 4. Now we are running Synthesis, which synergizes really well with the Mahakam Horn because it's an immune unit. You have to obviously be very careful with your placement of cards with the Mahakam Horn, because you always have to put the Synthesis to the left of the Mahakam Horn, since you have the leader ability to put out 3 of your sentinels to the right of the Mahakam Horn. So even if your opponent kills one of the sentinels, it's very unlikely that he is managing to kill all 3 of them at once, unless he has Lambert, of course. But not a lot of decks are running Lambert. Some are, but not all of them are. So you have to be careful with the placement of your units next to the Mahakam Horn. But yeah, this card also is really good because of its uninteractivity. Then next up we have the Hattori. Deploy, create, and play a trap card from your starting deck. Super, super strong. It can create a crushing trap. It can create another serpent trap. It can create incinerating traps. And it can create another horn to bamboozle your opponent. Lots of options with this card. And yeah, this card is just very, very solid in the Eldain archetype. Then I also run Yorwith. Deploy, return an allied trap to your hand, and play a trap. Now this can definitely be replaced by something like Vernaciel, but we're not really playing for the Deadeye ambush ability or like the fact that we are spawning Deadeyes. We're more playing for a very control-oriented play style where we just kind of punish sort of decks that don't play too engine heavy by replaying crushing traps, which is really, really powerful with this Yorwith card. Also replaying something like a serpent trap can be quite useful with this. So yeah, Yorwith is definitely a super strong card with those cards for sure. Then we play the Saber-Toothed Tiger. Zeal Order transforms self into Saber-Toothed Tiger Stealth. And Saber-Toothed Tiger has the ability that at the start of your turn, it damages all enemy units that are alone on the row by 2, and then transforms self into the Saber-Toothed Tiger. So these are basically hidden 7 points that the opponent always has to play around. If the opponent isn't able to play around this card, it's really, really difficult. It also forces the opponent to row stacks, much like Madoc. So that's why we are playing the Crushing Trap, and Yorwith into Crushing Trap is such a powerful combo if you have Saber-Toothed Tiger on your side of the field as well. Then we have the Synthesis. Immunity Order, remove this unit's immunity until the start of your next turn. Very, very strong card. Obviously, you're never going to use the Order ability. They did change this a while ago that it's kind of useless now, but the immunity alone justifies this card with its interaction with Horn and the fact that you are just having an 8-point card that the opponent can't really interact with. And then we have Madoc. Whenever you play a bomb card, summon this card from your deck or graveyard to a random allied row. Order spawn Cataclysm for 1 turn on the opposite row, then destroy self. So this card really, really works well with this sort of deck in Scoia'tael. We're not playing a lot of bombs, but a lot of times this card can bait out heat waves. So then your Saber-Toothed Tiger might live, and his card just kind of works really, really well in this deck. I think we're playing 5 bombs, and with 5 bombs, you're getting this out at least, on average, you're getting it out like 3 times. So it already plays for 9 points, with the addition of Cataclysm being able to kill additional engines. So there's a lot of things you can do with Madoc, and Madoc is just a good threat against a lot of decks. And here we have the main powerhouse of the deck, and that is Eldain. Deploy, transform or your face-up traps into Elven Deadeye's Devotion. Also transform your other artifacts. We're obviously not playing Devotion. Lots of neutrals so far. And this card is just one of the most powerful finishers with a deck like this. If you have Last Say, this card sometimes just plays for 15 points. And with the addition of your leader, it's just ridiculous, ridiculous. Also, with you playing Gaten or leader before that, and you still have Horn and the Immune Dragon, there's a lot of ways this card just gets many points as the last card you play. Then I also run Karathi Heatwave. Banish a unit or an artifact. This is pretty much there to banish artifacts realistically, so the opponent is going to have a difficult time going tall since we also run the Serpent Trap, but this mainly is there to banish artifacts. especially scenarios, since scenarios are quite powerful cards within the game right now, and things like Masquerade Ball we do kind of struggle against that. So it's really strong against the Elven Deadeye version of the trap deck. So yeah, that's why we're running Karathi Heatwave. And the last card is going to be Oneiromancy Echo. Play any card from your deck, giving you that consistency. A lot of times you want to play this for the Saber-Tooth Tiger if you go first, because going first and playing Saber-Tooth Tiger is what you want to do if you go first, because this deck does do quite well if it goes second anyway, but if you go first, then playing the Saber-Tooth Tiger in round 1 can be quite useful. As for my stratagem, I am playing the Lampjin. The reason why I'm playing Lampjin is simply because tactical advantage is not going to get a lot of targets, because you are playing a lot of unitless stuff, and giving tactical advantage to something like a Madoc just makes their Heatwave on the Madoc better if they are going to take the line of Heatwaving the Madoc. So just having an extra 5-point body can be quite necessary, especially in this deck where you're just never really going tall ever. You're just going really, really wide and just really uninteractive, so the Lampjin is quite decent. And as my leader ability, I have the Precision Strike ability. Order damage unit by 1, charges 3. Once all charges are used up, spawn and play Broccolon Sentinel. So you play this for 11 points with 3 damage plus the 2 on the Sentinels attached. So it's 5 damage with a 6 body if you're going to use it all in one round. Most of the time you use like 1 or 2 leader charges in earlier rounds to ping off stuff, to just annoy the opponent and basically wipe his board, which is something you really like doing, especially with something like Saber-Tooth Tiger on your side of the field, or, you know, bombs and just dealing the extra 1 damage, which can be quite useful as well. So Precision Strike is a really strong and powerful leader ability. Also, the synergy it has with the Gaetan is quite important. And yeah, that is the deck. It is quite an advanced deck. It is kind of matchup dependent, a little bit more matchup dependent than the Elven Deadeye list, but it does have some really good matchups. It does really well against Syndicate Crimes, for example. That is one matchup where this deck shines quite hard, because Syndicate Crimes really struggles against traps in general, and things like the Tunnel Drill won't get much value, and you do punish the shielded Novigradian dudes by just pinging off the shield and then playing Crushing Trap, and then replaying Crushing Trap with Yorev can be quite insane in that matchup. Also, the Crushing Trap can do quite well against Skellige. In general, Skellige is quite an engine-heavy deck. People don't really think they are, but honestly, Skellige just has a lot of engines, and being able to deal with those engines can be quite useful. So let's just jump into some games and see how we do. All right, we are facing some Uprising. Ooh, Uprising is actually kind of scary. We need our Crushing Traps for this one. Opponent does go first, though. So, oh, he's got tactical advantage, so he's kind of already messed up on that side of the field. Okay, Crushing Trap. We got a good Madoc hand, to be fair. I might want to mulligan the Eldane. Or do I want to mulligan the Hattori? I want to mulligan a gold card here, I think. I could also just be happy with this hand, to be honest. Maybe, okay, I think I'm happy with this hand, actually. This is not too bad. Goes for the Royal Guard. I think I'm just going to go ahead and Dimeritium Bomb this. Get my Madoc out. And that's alright. And now I'm forcing him to roll stack. Oh, he's playing Frigates. So playing Pyrotechnician here is a bit awkward. I could also just go leader into the... I think a leader charge and a Northern Wind seems pretty okay here. This is where I like having the Precision Strike available to me, because he wants to establish like engines. And this spawning front row is pretty good because of Natalis. Goes for Commando. That's an interesting play. Do I just Heatwave this? I could also just go ahead and try and high roll. That seems like a pretty funny option. Alright, we're gonna high roll the Hattori. And let's go and deal with his stuff now. And this is where the toxicity comes in. This is where this deck is super toxic. And now our opponent is in a bit of a pickle, I would say. Because I can just replay this as well with Yorvif, which is kind of funny. So I think I'll go Pyrotech here. I think now is a good time to play the Pyrotech, the non-committal Pyrotech. And winning on even here is just kind of nuts. Okay, so he boosts that up. I'm okay with this. Hopefully it hit. Okay, it does not hit that. I think I'll just do this then. Hopefully it goes back row. That's nice. So he goes for his drummer. And I'm thinking of playing Crushing Trap now. Goes Anna. Is this my heat wave? I think this is my heat wave. Yeah, that seems like an okay heat wave. I'm guessing he's playing like a swarm list. Goes Natalis for the boiling oil. That's okay, I would say. Goes for the pass. It's a pretty good pass, actually, for him. Alright, I mean, we have the long round, which is okay as well. We did commit a lot of control, to be fair, though. We did actually commit a lot of control here. I'm committing Yorvith as well right now. This is a bit awkward, but I think we're gonna be okay with the saber-toothed tiger. With first say, we could actually bleed this guy. I think bleeding might be a bit awkward, but he played his Natalis, that's for sure. So we get an incinerating trap. We get a Mac. Oh, that's actually a good hand, to be fair, though. This is actually really, we could actually 2-0 him, I think, with this hand. But I'm gonna wait here. Last say, I want to see how good last say is in this matchup. Goes for a drummer. I would like Moondusts. Moondusts will be quite useful here. Just any form of damage is good, pretty much. We have leader for 4 damage if we need it. Moondust is great. Movement can be useful as well. I mean, I have to mulligan this. Okay, maybe not 2 movements. Okay, Gaetan's great. Gaetan is great. We miss our Synthesis on a Neuromancy and the Serpent Trap. Serpent Trap actually is quite significant. That is actually quite significant. Goes AA. Alright, Defender. We're just gonna have to purify that. Margarita, that's fine. So this is where, maybe I should have just, but passing wasn't really an option as well, to be fair. Okay. Alright, I'll play my incinerating traps here. So Sabertooth is bricked, but I think I'm fine just leaving it dead. I should have probably played this to the left. The positioning of cards is actually quite important in this deck. Yeah, playing the Dun Banners here is quite useful. Goes Baron. That's okay. I mean, he has 1 reset target, and that's that 5. I could go for my leader now to deny him that. Do I want to do that? I mean, it's a 2-point reset. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Goes for that. That's fine. I can't play any units on this row anymore, because I'll overstack. Oh wait, no, I can play 1 more unit on this row, right? I'll play the Horn now. Goes for the Karak. Guess he goes leader now as well. Oh man, I wish I had like Crushing Trap here. This would have been quite nice. Crushing Trap value. Maybe I should have used my leader earlier. Because I'm thinking of using Gaetan now. I think I'll just kill this Dun Banner now. And go for my Gaetan play. Seems like quite a powerful play. Alright, we have a total of 15 hidden points, so we're ahead now. Goes Viraxis. Okay, sure. I'll just play my good old Dragoon. And my Eldane plays for what, 15? That's pretty good. So what's he gonna kill here? He might have to kill my Madoc. If he kills Madoc, he might win. So what does he do? Oh, he shoots that. That's pretty good for me. So now we go and play the Eldane and just win the game, because that's the trap power. The power of the mighty Eldane. Obviously, don't want to click the tiger here. Alright, we're playing against Symbiosis. This is actually quite a tough matchup, I would say. Definitely a tough matchup, but he goes first, so that's always nice. That is always nice. We got Moondusts. We got A lot of good stuff here, actually. Not sure if Dragoon does anything. Got the Eldane. Maybe a Dimeridium Bomb could be quite funny here. Alright, Crushing Trap seems okay. Those Fresinets. That's okay, that's okay. I mean, the thing is he's gonna bleed me, right? He's always gonna bleed me. I think I just kill one of these. Ah, goes front row. Unlucky. So I might just actually just play for Madoc value this round. I already used the leader charge though. Okay. I mean, I could use my Horn this round. Horn doesn't seem terrible. Because he's not going to kill Madoc. And he won't be able to target my dragon. Okay. Goes Dunka. Oh, that's a bit annoying. That's a pretty big Dunka. Sadly, I don't have Heat Wave. Maybe I shouldn't have played the dragon here. Maybe I shouldn't have played... I mean, I don't know what else to play realistically here. Okay, he's playing a lot of tempo here. Like, a lot of tempo. This Crushing Trap seems pretty good as well at this point. Okay, he goes for that. Spawns in the back row as well. We're just gonna do this, right? It's pretty good value on that. Pew pew! Alright, nice Crushing Trap there. Alright, goes Shaping Nature as well. Alright, I might have to pass here. Seems a bit suspect. I don't think he's gonna go for a long round here. I think he wants to bleed me here. I might have to trade leader for his Eithne. Which doesn't feel too great, but I think it's something I can do. Okay. I mean, the hand's looking pretty decent. Already played my Crushing Trap, but I can get another Crushing Trap off of Ibar. Goes Isengrim. Alright, that's an E. Oh, crap. Forgot about the I mean, I can just ping this and still, like, Serpent Trap here. Like, that doesn't feel too bad, I would say. He already played Call as well, right? Yeah. He does pass. I think I'll just Onero for a Dragoon, I guess. Dragoon's not doing much. So we do have to, I mean, the opening play of Saber-Tooth Tiger is quite nice. Unless he has Oak Critters, in that case it's a bit awkward. But we have a pretty good position. We're in a decent enough position here. We don't have that many traps. We have, like, I think 2 traps, unless we draw an Incinerating. So what do I actually want here? I think I need the diamond. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we have a lot of traps still. Even, yeah, I mean, we have everything here, right? Okay, I don't want to brick my Sentinel, so I'll just keep this hand, right? Gonna go for the Saber-Tooth Tiger. I'm gonna assume he's gonna. Oh, he's not playing Eithne. Wait, what? Is he not? Why is he not playing Eithne here? That's weird. Go Circle of Life. That's okay. Alright, that dies. God, this is so powerful. This Tiger card is so nuts. Now we just do this. Okay, goes for that. That's just good Tiger value yet again. That doesn't do it. Wow, why did he do that? I think he forgot about Tiger. My man's out here just wasting points. So I might not even want to play for the Crushing Trap at this point. That's unlucky. That is quite unlucky actually. Is it though? I mean, I could just also go for a Gaetan now. Isn't that kind of silly? Oh, that's so annoying for him, isn't it? If I go for Gaetan now, I'm denying him all the units, and I kind of want to. Oh, dude, this guy probably drew really poorly. I think I go Gaetan now. This is actually a pretty solid Gaetan. It's not. It's like it's an 8-point Gaetan, but like it enables my Saber-Tooth Tiger to be really, really powerful still. But this guy got unlucky there, I guess. He goes for a Rebuke. This just dies. Man, this saber-toothed tiger is just putting in work right now. It is actually quite ridiculous. So what do I go for here? I mean, Serpent Trap probably is the best one to go for here, but because he already played his Isengrim's Council, didn't he? So that's actually quite important to note. Goes for Gezras. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I mean, I could just Heatwave that. I'll just Heatwave this. I mean, do I? I kind of do need a target for my Serpent Trap, so I'll just do this now, right? I'll play the Incinerating. I'll just play Incinerating. That seems okay. Alright, that's the Shaping Nature. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. I mean, do I care at this point? Like, his last card's Gourd, right? I need to play Eldain here. I mean, he can discard his stuff, right? Bro, this tiger is just disgusting. I'll just play... I mean, even Eldain... Wait, he's playing Gourd? Alright, sure. I mean, do I even need leader at this point? I don't really think I do. This is just too good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. That was dirty. That was really dirty. Alright, what are we facing here? Double Cross. Okay, Double Cross is a bit of a tough one, actually. It's actually quite tough. Okay, I don't think I... Don't want 2 Paratex. Oh, that's actually bad. Okay, that's not the greatest hit there. Alright, goes for the Sergeant. Is there anything I need to worry about banish-wise? I think he locks this, right? I think he just locks this. No, he's playing Hunter. Oh, I love that Hattori. Do I just high roll again? I think I high roll again, right? Yeah, just go ahead and do that. That seems pretty good. Good little coin flip abuse. Want to stack my back row for Gaetan in case I play him this round. Which obviously could be the situation. Like, I don't mind using Gaetan in round 1 by any means. But he's a little bit behind here now. Goes for Roderick. Okay. Oh, I guess he's playing for the... Oh, dude, I can just replay this, right? Oh, that's pretty crazy. Because he's going to go... Oh, he doesn't even go Emissary. Okay, so I don't think I really want to replay this now. Not yet. At least. Oh, he doesn't even have Emissary. That's kind of sad. If he had Emissary, this would have been a nutty Serpent Trap, though. Okay, plays these guys. Let's do this, right? Please go front row. Thank you! Joachim as well. For poison. Alright, sure. Wish I had a pass here, to be honest. Guess I just do this, right? Play for some Madoc value. Okay, so he's gonna go Coop on his Joachim. That is a lot of points, to be fair. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I mean, he's blown a lot of his load, but he can just redo it with Cantarella. I could have actually used Yorvif there. I think playing the bomb there was a bit silly. I mean, I just pass here, right? I mean, do I have reach? I think I'm good to pass here. He's blown Brathens, he's blown Vigo, he's blown Coop. I mean, he has Coop again because it's Echo and he can just get it back with Cantarella. I might have to Heatwave his Gerduk, right? That would be kind of funny. Alright, do I want all these Dimeridium bombs? Honestly, I do not. We're missing out some traps here. Look at that. Look at our deck full of traps. Isn't that kind of sad? Like, playing trap decks but not drawing a single trap in the game. Feels kind of bad, to be honest. Oh, he's gonna ball immediately? I kind of don't want to. I kind of don't want him to play ball here, to be honest. He's gonna play usurper now, right? That's a bit of a problem. We've got a little bit of a problem going on here. Yeah, there's the Gorvid. What's he gonna hit here? Okay, he got unlucky, I guess. Alright, he's putting his Joachim back. You do hate to see it. Man, I wish there was a way for me to... Alright, I think I have to play my Serpent Trap now. I think I actually have to do that. Yeah, that's why. But the problem now is my Yorvith might be bricked. Unless I use leader now. So if I use leader now, I'm actually in a pretty decent spot, I think. Could go dragon and just leader charge here. Goes poison. On the Joachim. I'll play my protector now. Sorry, Pyrotech. Okay. So he goes leader. I mean, he's row stack, which is pretty interesting, which you shouldn't really do row stack against this kind of deck. He goes for Gaetan, obviously, here.
Judge me? How dare you?
Alright. Well, Madoc gets good value through that. I do this first. Then I go Madoc. And I think my leader and Gaetan is enough here. Oh crap, what did I just do? I think I have to do this now. This plays for 9. It's enough. Alright, I'm good with that. I keep leader, which can be quite significant. I hope I draw my Sabertooth. Sabertooth is quite good here. Short round is a bit of an issue though. We do have a lot of like kind of bad cards, one could say. The Eldain is nice. I use Sirius. We're missing all of our traps here. That's a bit disappointing. He's got Usurper left. Oh my god, he thinned his deck down to 2 cards. How did he do that? So do I play Sabertooth now? Yeah, I might have to play Sabertooth now. A Sabertooth Tiger can be quite useful. Because of my Dragoon as well, right? There's the Usurper. So we go do this. Play this. And then go Incinerating Trap. And hide. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Like, what has he got left, by the way? Didn't he kind of just play everything already? Alright, sure. Oh, that's pretty good, though. Alright, so I'll just do this, right? I'll use the good old Dragoon power play. Okay. Alright, there's the Emissary. I think we should be good here. His last card is Invo, right? Invo isn't enough here. Yep. Alright, sweet! We beat Nilfgaard as well. That's great. Alright, what are we facing here? Another double cross. Okay. We did well against last time. We've gone second every game so far, so maybe I want to show you guys a game where we go first as well. We'll just have to see how we do this one, though. Could be that we might even lose this one, even if we go second, but... We have the Serpent Trap in hand, that's nice. I don't think I want 2 Dragoons here. Getting Eldain in hand is very nice as well. Alright, I mean, it's not the greatest. I mean, I'm gonna assume it's the same deck. I could actually use, like, Northern Wind on... Oh, okay, so maybe it's not the same deck. I mean, isn't this just my Serpent Trap here? It's kind of my Serpent Trap, I would say. Coin flip abuse. It's easy. Alright, go for that. So it's not the same deck that we played last time. We have the Dragoon, which is nice. To play for the Madoc value. Oh, okay, so he's just gonna... Okay, he's gonna lock it. That makes sense. I just do this, right? So we got a lock out of him. That's probably a second lock now. I mean, Ramon is pretty huge here, actually. Getting that Ramon out is actually quite massive. Okay. I mean, I could try and get lucky here. Okay, we didn't get lucky. Alright. He's drawn his thinning cards, which is... there's not much I can do against that. I think I have to pass here. Yeah, this is on this. I mean, they always draw both thinning cards somehow. I don't get how they do it every time, but they just did it. Man's just good at the video game, isn't he? I mean, he's always gonna bleed me here, I would assume. Not sure I'm too happy with this hand. Oh god, okay, yeah, this hand's not great, to be honest. The double thinning hand is just very good here. Bloody Nilfgaard, man, has 2. You got 2! Alright, goes Roderick. So you could assume he's also Ball. I mean, this is just my... Isn't this just my Hattori into Serpent? Yeah, pretty much all day, every day here. Alright, we'll just try and stay ahead of him here, pretty much. Also, no Ramon anymore is pretty good for me. Goes Brathens. Man, where's my Yorvith? Huh? Where is the Yorvith when you need it? That's kind of sad. That is kind of sad, actually. Ah, dude, if I had Yorvith here, this game would be over. Guy's not even playing around the Yorvith. And that's not the worst. Alright. Okay. He's kind of clogged my row with spies. Still have reach here. Nice hit. Okay. I'll block his usurper actually. I think row stacking here is fine. There's the pass. There's my horn. Alright, we go a card up. We still have Eldane, Sabretooth. This is pretty good. I mean, this is as good as it's gonna get, right? Like, this is nuts. This is just insane. Oh, we get the Crushing Trap as well. That's pretty good. We get some bombs. Bombs are nice. Bombs are actually very nice. Do I need Crushing Trap, though? I mean, I could get rid of one bomb here. Okay, the Dragon's pretty good. Dragon is pretty good. It goes Defenderino. We're gonna go say no to that. Oh, we get the back row Madoc as well. That's nice. Oh, if he locks this now, that's so bad for him because he's gonna. Okay, there's the ball. As we know, we don't like that card a lot. We don't like that card one bit actually. He's gonna use leader now. He might use leader here. Goes Coop the Grass. That's interesting. Alright, sure. I'll go Dragon now, because now he's got pretty weak targets on his thingy. There's the Usurper. Okay, so he does play around the fact that... Alright. I have to play Crushing Trap now, so it triggers when my Eldane's on board. I'm gonna assume this is a Crushing Trap. I mean, I wouldn't know. I will know by the end of this anyway. Alright, goes for that. Poisons the Madoc. That's funny. Alright, and we're gonna go for this. Maybe it's... I mean, if his last card's Coup de Grace, I don't really mind it. We still get 3 damage off of this. He knows what card this is. His last card's Invo, right? Haha! Nice. You gotta love it sometimes. You gotta just love it sometimes, don't you? So this last card's incinerating, right? So I'll kill this. I'll slap his Thirsty Dame real good. As you do. Play around the incinerating, dealing the damage. And I mean, this is just an easy win. Like, this is not even close. Like, this is just too good. I could even click the Sabertooth now. If I wanted to, but I'm not wanting to. Alright, what are we facing here? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's actually a tough one. The opponent does go first, though. We've had these situations quite frequently where the opponent just does go first. Okay, I don't want these incinerating traps in round 1. Okay, I only have 2 mulligans, obviously. Okay, hand's kind of stacked here. This is a very good hand, to be fair. This is a hand you like to see, but not in round 1. Not necessarily in round 1. No crushing trap as well. Crushing trap is quite an important one in this matchup, though. All right, let's see what Mr. Opponent does here. Opponent plays into my serpent trap. That's great. That's what you like to see. Gonna click the serpent trap. Man, people just don't play around this for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I'm Precision Strike. What do you think I'm gonna be playing? You think I'm gonna be playing some healthy strategy here? Nah, mate. Yeah, you're joking if you're thinking that. So this might be a devotion list. Oh, it's a pirate deck. Interesting. I wasn't expecting a pirate deck, to be fair. I could go Yorvith again on this. Yeah. Actually, that doesn't seem too bad. I mean, maybe it does, but I think it's alright. Oh, this is Lippy. Yeah, this is Lippy Crack, isn't it? Yeah, this is Lippy Crack. That's okay, I guess. We also have a movement card, which can be quite useful. What else for the bleed? He does not have a pirate, so I'm fine just killing this. I also want to kill his boats. But killing boats is quite good here. Goes Vabiorn for the Blood Eagle. Sure. Okay, goes Raider. I think I'm gonna go Dragoon and Leader Charge, right? Dragoon Leader Charge seems pretty good here, actually. And obviously, we're gonna click the Madoc. That's a pretty decent play, I would say. I might commit my... Okay, so that's a bit annoying. Does he even have enough pirates to play out here? That could be an issue he might run into. Okay, that's a pirate. And that does deal some damage. I might play Hattori. I was hoping for a horn here, actually. I think I'll go Crushing Trap in that case. I'll bait a horn. Okay, there's Hern Kaduk. That's not a pirate. That's pretty good for my Crushing Trap, though. Wait, so I can pass here, right? And I go a card up. 1, 2, 5. Yeah, I pass here and I go a card up. Seems pretty good. Okay, so he's gonna resurrect his Raider as well. And I mean, he's probably gonna dry pass. I mean, he's got Lugos, right? That's usually his Ursine Ritual target. I'm gonna draw this Crushing Trap. We did use Yorvith though, so we can't double up on it. Goes Morkvark as well. Alright, that's a pretty expensive round for him, I guess. I mean, we played the Synthesis and the Hattori. We keep our Sabertooth, Gaten, Heatwave as well. I mean, maybe Heatwave isn't necessarily the best one in this matchup. So the question now is Mr. Opponent actually gonna bleed us here? I might actually want to kick this Heatwave. Do I though? I think kicking Heatwave is kind of pointless. Oh, he's actually going for it. Okay, that's fair. Goes Crack. That's a-okay, right? That's fine. That's a Raider. Oh, he heals it, right? Alright. Just do this. I don't mind using Eldane in this round if I'm getting bled. It's not the worst thing to do. He does pass. I think this is my... Yeah, this is just a Gaten, right? Wait, no, I can't do it with Pyro. This is 7. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind using Git in here, honestly. Definitely don't mind that. Okay, maybe I could have also used Eldane there, but if I draw one more trap, I'm happy. Just using Eldane as a 9. So he's got some armor on his side of the field, which is a bit annoying. We have our saber-toothed tiger. Okay, this hand's not the greatest, to be honest. So I want to mulligan these guys, and I want to mulligan the pyro. Alright, sure. I mean, that's alright. That's alright, that's alright. Why is he using Ursine Ritual, though? I don't understand that entirely. I might actually use my horn for the spring ability. Yeah, I think horn spring actually is correct here. Goes, I wish I had my... Yeah, I wish I had my stuff here now. My crushing trap would have been quite nuts here, to be honest. This is probably his Lugos as well. Crushing trap. I miss Onero and crushing trap here. That's actually really this is not the good hit here as well. I just heat wave this, right? Oh, he has Herald? Jesus. Didn't expect him to have Herald, to be honest. Ugh. That's not great. So I go and use leader now. Do I? I mean, I don't mind if he hits this at the moment. Oh, I'm actually losing this, aren't I? Missing crushing trap, so devastating here, actually. That's actually really bad. So discard some, oh man, if I had crushing trap here, I could actually win this really easily. So I have to kind of play around the fact that his last card might actually be Blue Boy Lugos. I don't think I win if I play around that though. If his last card is Blue Boy Lugos, I think we just lose here. Oh, it's Turkvi. Okay, I mean, sure. Alright, so we lose this game, don't we? Yeah, we do lose this game. That's kind of sad. If we had Crushing Trap, this would be a lot closer. Crushing Trap playing for probably like 12. Like imagine we had a Crushing Trap instead of this Dragoon. We would just win, right? This would just be an easy win. Nah, that's unlucky, I guess. He played that well, though. Alright, so you saw the power of this deck. This deck pretty much slaps any deck if it wants to and draws well enough. Obviously, that last game, we did need that Crushing Trap badly because the Crushing Trap is quite an important part of this deck for decks like this Skellige deck where they are very mid-rangey, but they do produce a lot of units. So maybe running 2 Crushing Traps could be a possibility, but 2 Crushing Traps can also be very awkward. I just replaced the Pitfall Trap with the Crushing Trap because I do feel like Crushing Trap is quite useful, and there's certain situations where Crushing Trap is also very useless in case you're playing a very control-heavy hand, so then the Crushing Trap isn't that great. But yeah, other than that, I feel like this deck is so disgusting. It plays so well against a lot of matchups right now. I haven't shown you the Syndicate deck, but you saw against the Nilfgaard deck, that deck is just not that great against it. There's a lot of decks that do struggle against this one, so definitely do give it a spin. I'm not sure if it's better or worse than the Elven Deadeye variant. It is a lot different, honestly. Like, it plays for a completely different play style. That is definitely something to note. It is super control heavy and plays really, really annoyingly for the opponent, and the opponent has to think a lot of turns as to like what he actually wants to do. And yeah, that was a little bit of a toxic deck guide. I hope you still enjoyed it though. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more Gwent content, and I'll see you soon.